Hey guys, today we've got a PSJ-2212 jump box. It's a Pro Series jump box that is in need of a new battery. So we're gonna take this apart, put a new heavy duty battery in it, put it back together and test it. Come along and let's learn something together.
As we're taking out the screws, you'll notice some screws are longer and some are shorter. Shorter ones are mostly in the handle and near the pockets where the clamps sit. There's a big black boot on the bottom to protect the jump box. Small screws in there, 2 on the bottom, don't forget those. And then beneath that, you'll find some more screws in the gray body of the jump box. If you still can't get the jump box to split open at this point, it's likely because there's adhesive in the pockets where the clamps sit.
Okay, so there are adhesive pads here in the side. That's what's keeping me from popping it open. So maybe you can push those back out of the way, and that'll allow you to open it up. Let's see here. Yeah, there we go. Now we're free. There we go. Okay, so we would just be able to lift this cover right off, except that there's a little fan wire here. So really, I gotta keep it intact here. We can set it off to the side. All right. Well, so that my audience can see what we're doing here, let's put it like this. All right. So now I can either use a wrench here or a Phillips head. I like the idea of using a Phillips head because I have one on hand, but I think I'm gonna run and grab a wrench. All right, I've got an 8mm ratcheting wrench. That should make quick work of this here. Except the ratcheting side doesn't really fit in there. At least not on this side. It should fit on this side. There we go. All right. Looking pretty good. All right. Now, as we're taking out these screws, just remember to keep these wires grouped together over here, ready to go back in the same spot, and these wires on the negative side the same. So don't get your wires entangled here. Could be messy. Fireworks, undesirable fireworks. Okay, I'm just gonna pop the battery out. All right, we can see that in here before, this is the original Schumacher battery. Schumacher is the maker of DSR jump boxes. Okay. Gonna put our new battery in here. Not any corrosion on my wire, so I don't have any special cleanup to do. That'll make this go a little faster. I do have some cobwebs. We pull these out. There we go. Be gone. All right. Now we're just going to start sealing things back up again here. All right. All right. I'm going to keep the negatives away, so I have the positive on. I'm just going to put our screw through 1, 2, all 3 and 4 little ring connectors here. Start to bolt it down. Probably best to get this one tight before we do the negative side. That way we have minimal arcing. The arcing will not break the jump box, but it could be unpleasant, and under certain conditions it could be unsafe. So, as a wise man once said, safety is my #1 priority. Alright, this is nice and snug. Oop. Some rotation happening here. I'm going to try to keep my wires just the way I found them. So I'm going to hold them in place while I give it one more tightening ratchet. That's good, that's great. All right, positive's on. Let's get our negative on here. Got 4 little pieces of wire over here. 1, 2, 3, and our big one, our main one. 4. See a little spark there. I don't know if you can see it because my hand was there. A little spark's not gonna hurt anything. There's probably a few capacitors up in here, and they're just filling up. They've been living with a dead battery for so long, they've been drained, so they just wanted to go and suck up that energy as quick as they could. All right, we're gonna get this in here nice and tight. Now, this battery was around 12.4 or 12.45 volts. This one right here. So that was intentional because I also want to test the customer's charging system. It's a very basic charging system. I'll show it to you in a second. I just want to make sure it charges properly. And so the battery, maybe that's about 50% charged. So we're gonna have a chance to plug it in, make sure the charging is working, and then we'll know this is fully good to go. But that's all there is for the battery. If you want to stick around to see the rest, come along. All right, just like we took it apart, we're gonna make sure we line up these adhesives on the side here and here, down in the clamp keepers. All right, press that in. There we go. Take a little convincing here. There we go. All right, let's get these bottom ones on to kind of starts the sandwiching process. Now at this point, if you have an adjustable setting on your drill, take it from, I always have it on high to get the screws out. I always take this down to low to put it on 2. That way, as I'm tightening these screws, it stops before it starts eating and tearing out the plastic. Because once you tear out this plastic, I don't know of any good way to make it well again. So 2 seems to be the magical setting to where the screws are in tight, but they don't over tighten and strip out. All right, at the bottom end, let's just make sure everything's lined up top before we continue. Okay. There's one thing you'll see in here. There's this PC board right here at the top. That has, if I bring you in, I'm gonna mess up my camera settings. The PC board should be sitting straight. It's not sitting right now. It's tilted down towards on the left side. So there's a little groove right here. Hard to see because of the light there. That should be sitting in. There's like a little ledge. You can see on this side, oops, on this side it's got a ledge. It's harder to see right now, but it should be sitting in the ledge on both sides. So I'm just gonna tip that up on the left side.
This part was definitely a little bit tricky, trying to get that PC board to sit up on the ledge on both sides. Plus there's a piece of plastic on the top that just wants to crumple every time you try to close the jump box. It is a little tricky, but in the end, we got it.
All right, once you got that snapped in place, you should just be able to pop this together here. You have to line up your charger here a little bit, your charging port. That should be good to go now. Nice squeeze. That looks good. All right, let's put some screws back in, then we'll test the charger.
Lots of screws. Just make sure you put the short ones back where they're supposed to be. Also, gently screw in the screws on the rubber boot. It's easy to accidentally push the screws through the rubber. You don't want to do that.
All right, that's all our screws. Let's turn it on. All right, so this is saying it's at 12.2. Maybe it's a little off. My voltmeter said 12.4. But we are going to charge this up, make sure it's charging. There we got an extension cord here. Charge this. Okay, so it's saying it's about 60 to 65% charged, and it's charging. So we know the charger works. All right, last thing left to do. Let's go jump some batteries. All right, this is saying the battery is at 12.8 volts. That's great, so that part of the charge box works. Now let's jump it.